Hey friends, let's talk about how you can manage your time more effectively. Here are 10 tips to be more productive. Let's get into it. So number one, time blocking. So the essence of time blocking is basically structure. You can't build a great civil building without structure. Otherwise, it won't get passed by any of the state officials, any of the engineers. You need structure. And that's essentially what time blocking is. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So this is time blocking. So as you can see, this is today, and I've time blocked like film YouTube video here. So obviously I'm a little late because I did end up sleeping in. But then I have different activities. So this is dinner. So I'm just going to eat after. Then commute to the gym, hit the gym, come back, and then sleep, skincare, all that stuff. So these time blocks that I gave myself were associated with a certain activity or group of activities that I prioritized from the to-do list that I created previously. So the step should be create a to-do list, prioritize those to-do list tasks, put those prioritized tasks in your time-blocked calendar or whatever app you're going to use so that you have a proactive schedule where you're putting your own activities that are important to you, your values, and you have that schedule for your day. And then if anyone else wants to get your time for that day, you can tell them, hey, I'm actually doing deep work, no meetings from 3 to 4 p.m. I'll get to you from 4 to 4:30. Okay? So in the wise words of Cal Newport, who's the author of Deep Work, if you don't control your schedule, it'll control you. And basically he said a 40-hour structured work week is equivalent to that of a 60+ hour unstructured work week. So this is just more about being as productive as possible, and that is by prioritizing your day, time blocking, executing, limiting distractions. That's pretty much number one. So let's move on to number two. All right, now we're back with number two, and this is daily highlight. So for your daily highlight with your to-do list that you created prior to the start of the day and the start of your productive day, what's the number one thing that you have to accomplish? Like you hit the sheets and you're like, hey, I finished the most important task for today and I'm satisfied. So even if other tasks slip, which is totally possible, and most good amount of days if you're very ambitious, a good amount of tasks will slip, but as long as you've accomplished the main daily highlight, then you should go home satisfied that at least you've done this big obstacle challenge and you've tried to overcome it, or you've taken baby steps to put out the new value in your new project or something like that, right? So daily highlight, just box out the number one thing in your to-do list, and this will help you focus on what's important for that day. All right, tip number three, we're going to focus time. So you got to tie this in with time blocking, but deep work is very, very essential to a productive lifestyle. So when you're in deep work, you're just in a flow state and you're just grinding and killing off anything, any mental work, and pushing yourself to your cognitive limits. And that's what we're here for. We're here to push ourselves and be the greatest we could be. We have a potential and we're trying to get to that potential. And our ideal selves are creating new value, being productive, and doing this through deep work. This is where we're at our best mentally. So for deep work, you have to throw the phone away. You're gonna get random notifications that are just gonna take you even like a few seconds off of your jive, and then you're gonna have to re-zone in, recalibrate until you're back fixated on what you were working on, and then you'll be back in flow state. So when you got deep work, when you've time blocked deep work for, let's say, 1-2 hours, let's say you're writing a book, let's say you wanted to accomplish 20 pages today, or like 2,000 words or something. So when you're writing those 2,000 words and you're doing deep work, throw the phone away. Like, put it across the room, put it in a cabinet, turn it off so there's no notifications, and just get back to people later. So that's very essential, and incorporate that with time blocking, and it should help out with limiting distractions. All right, tip number 4, we're going with plan your day. So plan your day prior to your day starting. So worst case, it could be in the morning of, like as maybe it's part of your morning routine to plan your day, write down your to-do list. But I like to do it the day before or even the weekend before, because most of my days are kind of the same routine, so I'm able to plan them from Sunday to Friday, and then I just redo it the weekend once I hit Friday. But planning your day prior helps you reflect on, hey, what needs to be done? What's my daily highlight? When do I want to do deep work? What should I approach deep work with? Like, what task do I want to use my deep work focus on today? Like, what's the most important thing? What's the daily highlight, like I was talking about? So this allows for the prioritization of your tasks, and you can utilize different planning tools such as Notion, Todoist, your Notes app, your Calendars app, and then combine that with time blocking, combine that with a to-do list, combine that with daily highlights, and you've got a structured day where you can output a lot, and you'd be surprised. Okay, number 5. So we're going with establishing a routine. So morning routine and night routine. These are very important, and both individually. So we got to try and develop both of these. And let's start off with the morning routine. So the morning routine, it's important for just setting up your day and basically prioritizing your tasks, and starting the day on a positive outlook on life. So what I like to do is I like to just jot down stuff that I'm grateful for, and then I take a cold shower. I go out in the sun to wake myself up. Sometimes do a walk. If I'm at work, I'll do a walk at the job site. But this is important to set up your day positively and put you in this productive mindset, because most people's morning routine is just waking up really stressed, and like they just snooze their alarm 15 times, which I'm very guilty of. It's something that I want to fix, and then they're just out the door rushing, stressed out. But if you take the time to wake up a little bit earlier, and maybe you meditate, visualize, stretch, and then take a cold shower, do your skincare, and then visualize your day as being a great, productive day, and then putting on paper what you're grateful for, like your day would be 10 times better just because you took the extra 20-30 minutes and set yourself up like that. So morning routine, there's so many morning routine videos. So I suggest just watching a bunch of those. I'll probably make a video of different habits you can implement. But there's like cold showers, meditation. You can do like 100 push-ups or like 10 to 100 to get the blood flowing. Drinking like a glass of water when you wake up. But just focusing on that self-care in the beginning of the day and putting yourself first in the beginning of the day will help positively influence the rest of your day. And then second, the night routine. So the night routine is important to just de-stress and be calm and let all the negative thoughts subside and leave your brain. Because when people just go to sleep after being stimulated by their phone and all the notifications, and they go straight to sleep, first off, they can't sleep because of the blue light. And then second, they never took the time to just sit down, be present, realize that the day's over, and just release. When you do this, you clear your mind and you let your mind know that, hey, I'm going to sleep, I'm ready to recharge. What do you want to look over? What do you want to review? And let's get it out of our brain. So this has helped me so much with knocking out or sleeping within like 5-10 minutes. When I just let my brain think and just sit still for 5-10 minutes and just think of a thought while I'm breathing in and then releasing that thought. Just the image of like a cloud pushing that thought away. Maybe it was like negative feedback I got from my manager that day, or it was just a bad lift that I hit at the gym and I don't want it in my brain anymore, and I need to just move on so that I could be more productive the next day and be better the next day. Then that's the whole purpose of the night routine. So definitely just try and sit still for 5-10 minutes before you go to bed. That's the only suggestion I have. There's so many other self-care and night routine habits that you guys can add to this, but at least do that. And then try out other stuff for the night routine, and I bet you guys can build a great night routine for yourself and sleep better. And yeah, so establish a routine. That was step number 5. All right, number 6, be intentional. So your time, it's the most precious asset you'll ever have, and it's something you could never get back. Way more precious than money. You only have a limited time on this earth, and it's taken away every day, which is the dark truth, but it's the most precious time you have, so make use of it. And whenever I'm asked to join an activity or be a part of something, I try to bring the mentality of hell yes or no, because I'm trying to preserve my own time. It's my greatest asset that I have with me. I'm young, so even older people have time. Everyone has time. We're just trying to get the point across that we have to preserve our time, and you're either very, very, very down to do this activity and you agree and commit to it, and that in the future you're taking out time and you're giving it to that person or that group of people. So make sure that activity and that group of people are worth your time. Otherwise, say no. So say hell yes or no to an activity, and that's how you preserve some time and you'll open up some free time. Tip number 7. All right, tip number 7, energy levels. So organize your tasks around your energy levels. Are you a morning bird, or are you a night owl? So if you're a morning bird, and let's say you work out and then take a cold shower and then meditate and then you're ready for the day and you just start scraping off tasks, then do the big task then, do your deep work then, throw your phone away in the morning, and then once you're done with your deep work, then start doing shallow work after maybe lunch or you take a nap in the middle of the day because you woke up really early. And then you could do shallow work the rest of the day and then spend quality time with family and friends at night. If you're a night owl, maybe you're sleep in, and then you work out and then do all your self-care stuff, and then you just can get in the zone really easily at night because not many people are awake at night. Then that's when you do your deep work. Put your phone away, do your deep work, get your shit done, and you'll be good. So energy levels is tip number 7. Tip number 8 is prioritizing your tasks. So this is to be combined with time blocking, planning your day, and daily highlights. And this was pretty much a theme that was repeated throughout this video already, so I'll only touch on it a little bit. But prioritizing is very important because then you could prioritize based on your short-term and long-term goals, and you could prioritize based on like either difficulty Maybe this one will take the most effort, so you're going to do this task first when you have the most energy, or this one's like the most important. Maybe it's like less effort task, but it is the most important, so hey, knock it out first. Whatever you want. There's different methods on how you can prioritize, or tips and tricks, like the Eisenhower matrix. You can look that up. That's something you could use to help prioritize your tasks. Number 9. I was going to put up my fingers, but I was drinking water there. Okay, 9 and 10, bangers. Okay, 9 is to throw your phone away. Throw it away, not actually, throw it away across the room, put it in a cabinet, and that's how you get productive. Even if you're doing shallow work, throw your phone away. But if you throw your phone away for deep work, that's like a non-negotiable. If you were trying to get in a flow state, throw the phone away, mute all notifications on your laptop if you use your laptop, or just have another laptop for work with absolutely no distractions, and all of the websites that you like to use are blocked. But that's how you get in the flow state the fastest, and that's how you pump out a lot of work in a short amount of time, and then you have more time for quality time with the people that you love. So throw this away. Number 10. 10 is the most important tip of this video to be productive. And I don't think many YouTubers have touched on this. So it's self-care. So self-care is by far the most important tip to increase your productivity and to manage your time better. If you're not in the right mental state, or if you're not physically in the right state, or spiritually, you're not going to be productive. Like, no matter how hard you try, you're going to be breaking down yourself while trying to output more and create more value for others, but you need to get right with yourself first. So this means implementing all the self-care and self-preservation habits that you can find that work for yourself, and doing this consistently. So this means working out, just getting physical. This means meditating, visualizing, journaling, cold showers, increasing your focus, your discipline, just becoming the best version of yourself and being comfortable with yourself is the main thing to be more productive and to output at a high level and to push your cognitive limits and create new value for the most amount of people so that they can benefit. But before you can be such a positive impact to this world, you have to be good with yourself. You have to be fit physically, fit mentally, and fit spiritually. So that's the number 1 tip. You can't be productive and operating at your highest level consistently if you're not right here, and I guess here. I don't know how to say physically. But just, you could do it. Visualize your ideal self. There's a gap between yourself and your ideal self. Slowly cut at that gap, and pretty soon you'll be living your dream life, positively impacting the most possible people that you can, and reaching the potential that you're meant to reach. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bangers. Peace.